Ladies and gentlemen, Evil Geniuses against OG. The series that I'm sure the players have been waiting for, and the viewers I know certainly have as well for quite some time. The matchup that's got a lot of history, a lot of drama behind it, and we're sure to see that be shown in the battlefield. I'm ODPixel. I'll be joined once again by Tsunami for this one. Tsunami, we've got a couple of drafts here. We've got some PA Magnus from OG, and we've got some Leshrac, TB, Shaman, tower-taking capabilities from Evil Geniuses.
This relationship ended with a handshake, as we last saw, and now it's starting with a pause. But as far as I know, these teams cease to exist. Have they scrimmed? It's irrelevant to me. What I want to see is what happens in officials. And last we saw, OG came out on top in a very brilliant fashion. Now, is EG going to get their vengeance? These are the same rosters. This is not an ILTW OG. This is Ana back in the mix. And even though this is the mainstream, you guys may not have seen what had transpired previously, but OG 2-0'd Fnatic and EG 2-0'd Complexity. And so both of these sides are coming in really strong into the showdown.
So it's absolutely what we want to see. Both teams showing that they're ready. They're ready for this major. They've done their homework. They've done their practice. They're here full force. And in this best of three, we'll see who can come out on top. But so looking at the drafts, anything that sort of jumps out to you, Tsunami, as that's going to be potentially very strong this game? Anything that sort of worries you about either team's lineup?
Yeah, much like the panel had mentioned, I find the mid Pango to be the most peculiar. This had seen a little bit of exposure earlier, but I think the 7.21D nerfs, both to his Rolling Thunder mana cost and the way that the Lucky Shot kind of stacks with itself, or rather doesn't anymore, kind of made him a little bit less popular, a little bit less a hero that doesn't necessarily need mid lane farm. But, much as how the panel mentioned, this allows a hero like Tusk to be more useful. You need someone who can go from lane to lane, and OG didn't really have that. But now they have the chance for mobility, which EG can be taken very much advantage of. You know, a Terrorblade or a Leshrac, these are vulnerable heroes that could very, very easily get converted on from a Tusk rotation.
But there are also these heroes, right, that you sort of see, 15 to 20 minutes into a game, if they hit these sort of first two items and start taking towers, they can be pretty hard to slow down. As the panel has mentioned, the tower taking capability, the fact that if EG are sort of on a level playing ground at the mid game, it's got to be a little worrying for OG, right?
Yeah, especially because the Leshrac kind of gives you a consistent tower push. Many would contend that Metamorphosis and your Shaman wards, like, those are relatively high cooldown spells, and so you cash those out in a team fight, and then maybe you won't have enough time to push a structure or something like that. But Leshrac gives you consistent tower pushing capabilities, and sometimes you don't even need to use these spells in team fight situations, which, yeah, even beyond tower taking capabilities, same thing with Roche as well. So EG will find it easier, I think, to take objectives. OG will find it easier to have lane dominance, in theory. But, theory and execution, when these two teams come together, playbook goes out the window.
Absolutely. It's going to be, everybody in this matchup, they're going to be on edge. They're going to be giving it their all. You got to watch out for the tilts, as always with these two teams. The tips,
the chat wheels,
the mind games.
The mind games.
It's already there.
Even during this pause. Kidding me? Are you kidding me?
They're full on chat wheel. They're making sure that they can get as many of those lines out as possible.
No Tail wants to die. I mean, it's just another day in the life of OG.
Some beautiful chat lines here from OG. I think EG for the most part being pretty much silent.
Being quiet.
They're
keep their cards close to the chest.
Yes, no chat wheeling here from Evil Geniuses. Didn't work for them at TI against OG, but hey, maybe now. Maybe things are different. These are still the same. Yes, it's the same old chat. Well, there's not those TI voice chat lines.
Where's the
it's only the hero ones. So maybe that lack of the Lacard Matatag may hold OG back in this rematch.
Even against OG in their OpenAI match, they got 2-0'd, didn't they?
They did. They did. OpenAI did certainly give them quite a show. We're seeing some beautiful writing here. Nani and a few flowers, I believe, being drawn by NoTail. Showing us his artistic capabilities. What do we have here? Hopefully it's not rude and it is family friendly. That's probably some other sort of Japanese anime reference.
Who's writing this?
He either wrote Mayo or it's someone's name from an... I don't watch this. Oh,
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Isn't that what the guy in that Overwatch game says?
What? No, that's No.
I don't know
That's
any of this.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Is that a quote from The Simpsons?
No, it's
I don't know any of these
You're
Japanese
already
animes.
dead thing.
Anime.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Well,
And then he says Nani, and then he explodes.
I'm very happy for the people in the world that do enjoy this stuff, but I don't understand it, I'm afraid. And I'm sure EG, they do have some anime people as well. We'll see who's got the stronger anime power. Of course, my favorite anime is Disney. Beautiful.
Of course, Western
Yes,
anime. I'm a Westaboo.
By the way, once again, apologies for the pause, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to build up tension.
No, of
The
course.
teams have got to get ready.
Yeah.
We've had to sort of strap down No Tail, strap down Fly. You know, they're getting very animosity.
We couldn't even show them on camera.
We couldn't. We had to.
There was
that's
too much
why.
power. We couldn't contain it.
Yes. Things were being thrown around. Shoulders were being bumped. We had to keep it off. We want to keep the stream family friendly, so we cannot show the violence that these two teams are having to contain before this match.
Normally.
But hopefully, the match will start.
One can only hope.
Once sort of OG have got through this routine of spamming on the map, what do we have here? A big circle, I believe. It was, that noughts and crosses? Who we got? Who's winning this? Noughts and crosses. Oh my God! It's an insta win here from No Tail. Seb just got absolutely bodied in the noughts and crosses.
They shouldn't let you be able to play.
Here we go. Here we go. It's got No Tail up against Jerax.
This
Jerax.
doesn't look legal.
Oh, that's a draw. That's one of the draws. Don't you hate
game.
that when that happens? It's a flawed game. You can draw in noughts and crosses.
Tic-tac-toe is solved.
Or tic-tac-toe.
Yes.
Is that that's the Americans?
American,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry for
Noughts
the
and
international
crosses.
viewers. Tic-tac-toe. Hello? Asks Jerax. He wants the game to begin. Help. Jerax needs help. I've just received reports that members of EG have broken into the OG room.
God, again?
We got to get them out of there. We got to get them attached to their seats.
How did their previous series go? I'm curious.
Have a look. Well, as I said,
I'll take a little peep.
As I said, we've been following, obviously, different games here on the stream, so us ourselves have not seen them. I'm sure all you beautiful viewers have been watching them, as I would hope so, because you should have all four of the streams open. I don't want to hear about those of you with the slow internet. You can watch in 160p. You can. You can make out some of what's going on at that sort of low resolution. But there's been a lot of games going on, and you're all Dota 2 fans.
All right, so Evil Geniuses versus Complexity. Game one, it was EG given anti-mage to Artezy, sumaiL.
Oh, that's a mistake.
That's a mistake. But he went
RTZM,
17-0.
That's a bit of a monkey.
You think that's questionable? How about Naga Siren? I'm talking about 2012 Kyoto Young Lean Dreams.
I remember the
Artezy
days.
Naga.
Back at Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
That was Artezy. And so in those first two, well, this was in the first series.
Correct.
Artezy, how many times did he died once?
He died once.
And that he wanted to die that time.
series.
That was it was game over.
Exactly.
He was like, I'll let you kill me. I don't care. So RT looking pretty flawless. Their crit's ready. He's very ready. The question is, are OG ready?
Okay, G.
Let's see. No response from OG. That's someone's on the toilet? That's unacceptable. Get the rule book out. What's someone on the toilet for? EGOG were hyping it all up, and one of them's just gone for a wee. It's an incredibly hyped series. Sorry, I got to
Clearly.
I mean, I guess bodily functions, they do take priority.
He wet his pants out of fear.
Someone's scared. Who's gone to the toilet?
Just quietly
Can we out them? We need to find out who it was. Wait, we know who it was. It wasn't No. We can work this out. We can detect. No Tail was playing. No Tail was playing tic-tac-toe. Jerax was playing tic-tac-toe.
Correct.
Seb was playing tic-tac-toe.
Correct.
So now it's down to Anna or Thompson.
Oh, Thompson.
It's one of the two of them.
Maybe this is how they get their power.
Don't overuse. Oh, okay. Because I believe this is JJ probably. So shout out to JJ observing and writing memes on the map at the same time.
Shout out to Layerth. Could we get some stats going? What are some stats that have you curious? Oh,
they're back. They're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get those excited faces out in the chat. We're here and ready to start. EG versus OG. And that's a platinum Terrorblade that Artezy is sporting. And as we've seen so far in a day that Artezy's been playing pretty darn well, you got to be scared of his Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is. I'm not entirely sure what Bulba has cooked up for this major. I know historically, at least in the most recent major, a lot of people were criticizing him not letting sumaiL really play Dota, just handing him Viper every single time. But hasn't been the case so far. In the first series against Complexity, he played Shadow Fiend both games against Complexity, and now he's on Leshrac. So this is a new sumaiL that we have not been able to see in a while on in a major environment.
Let's see what he can do. The sumaiL Leshrac. OG already smoking up. They're ready to start this series with a bang, with a gank, with a kill. They're on the hunt. The three of them. Jerax, Notail, and Ana. Question is, do they find anyone? If they make the entrance from this angle, they may just be able to get on the high ground where EG won't expect them.
Yeah, they're waiting for
But
their own bounty room.
EG do have the three of them together.
Unless of some choice ice shards.
Or if they get Fly.
They're on the
Fly,
perimeter.
he's the meme target, and they know it. They're going to lead him with the Q. Jerax and Ana ready to chase him down. The tip's already coming out. Seb throws the tip out to Fly. Fly's in trouble. He's gone.
Ana just yeeted
You
him
leave
out.
the team, you pay with your
Are
life.
you kidding me?
It's already begun. Fly, he was dead to them long ago, and now he's dead again.
All right, all things considered, though, EG did end up getting 3 of the bounty runes.
Oh.
So...
Fly, meanwhile,
But
he's
the
like,
emotional damage you have to think about, right?
Yes.
That can't be quantified. I can't get any
well,
layers
maybe
stats
that's
on
the
that.
problem. OG, they've got to control the emotions.
Perhaps.
They've got to control the emotions. Don't go
You know,
all in on Fly. You lose out on the bounty room.
They lost against a bunch of robots. Maybe they should learn from the robots, right? OpenAI can teach us.
Remove the emotions. They're trying for a bit of a damage, a bit of a punch onto Artezy. Jerax in with the tag team, but he's got no one to tag team with. It's a solo tag team, the saddest sort of tag teams.
Yeah, so we got a tri-lane versus a tri-lane. Crit on the Shadow Shaman. Going to be joining his Terrorblade and the Silencer in the top lane. Meanwhile, it's Tusk and Oracle with the farming Ana. So defensive versus offensive tri-lanes. Which it's going to take a few levels before anything really starts popping off here. That's no till.
Crit.
Oh,
He's
the
going to
right
have
damage.
that. Woo! The shoulder bumps are real. Crit is able to get a kill back in return, 1-1 between EG and OG. He's going to look towards Jerax as well. Jerax will try for the TP out, and he'll be able to do that, do so successfully. There's no TP cancel on Crit, taking that level 1 zip zap for the kill.
Yeah, Boots Shaman, 74 right-click damage. This is not a hero that you can easily trade with in a 1v1 situation. So he was able to bully out OG's supports, but Ana's been farming fine up against Artezy's Terrorblade, who has not yet popped the Metamorphosis.
He's saving it.
He's saving it.
He's saving it for potential. Potential to get kills. Going to see on the side. Jump forward onto Crit. Crit, he's outnumbered. Jerax and Ana beaten down. Artezy will now put the Metamorphosis, but EG don't have the control to allow him to hit the hero. So he'll have to turn back towards the creep wave. But this tri versus tri lane up in the top lane is certainly giving us what we expected. Kills happening on both halves. No tail. Also still a little low. Fly is heading over, but Notail has got Jerax by his side, so Fly also has to be a bit careful. Does now have Crit leading in. Crit's still level 1 though, so of course no points in any sort of disable. Notail is able to walk away. How are we looking in the other lanes? Mid lane, Mr. sumaiL, 15 for 4 against Thompson's 5.
Yeah, this is not an easy lane for Pango, nor, I mean, generally there are not many easy lanes for a mid Pango. It's very, very situational. And you see sumaiL is abusing Thompson. This is a healthy CS advantage.
Yeah, sumaiL's cruising at the moment. Thompson very low. He's getting a South ferried out to him. But this lane ain't going to get any more even as long as it's left as a 1v1 for quite some time. sumaiL is going to keep a solid lead. Top lane, a bit of an attempt onto Fly. They'll jump forward, looking for the silencer. Jerax will fall low for the cause, and he'll actually end up dying. Fly, he will be able to walk away, benefiting actually from a little bit of the heal after that purifying flame. So Notail still showing a little bit of love lies there beneath the drama, as he will heal Fly up a little bit.
Yeah, this is problematic for Thompson, though, because he needs help in this mid lane, but the tri lane has its hands full right now. Ultimately, I guess the idea is that Ana, with a Magnus accelerating his farm, is going to be able to come online soon enough that Thompson can kind of take a back seat while Ana creates room for him, which OG have historically been very good at that. They're exceptionally strong team at baton passing farming roles. So oftentimes Ana will get a really good lane, but you know, he doesn't need to be the hard carry, which this game he kind of does need to be the hard carry, but PA with a Magnus can recover fairly quickly.
If they're given the space, that is. EG, I don't know if they're going to let that happen to OG's. Nice curse onto the three of them, meaning that OG's got to be careful how they fight. They are 3 heroes that do want to throw out a lot of spells. You have to be careful doing so when that curse is upon you. That duration, it all stacks up on you.
Yeah,
Take a lot of damage.
If you're cute, you can all group up next to Notel, and in theory, he may be able to purge it off. Meanwhile, mid lane, Topson.
He actually gets the stun off. One more right click, and he's got the kill. He's got the Fairy Fire too. He's able to walk away. And hey, look at that. That's going to be a rune to fill back up his bottle. sumaiL. 1999, of course, the year when he won his first Dota 2 LAN, I believe. I'm sure.
As a fetus.
I'm sure that's how the dates work out. But he's doing it. He's crushing it in this middle lane. That's probably where the least of the drama lies, but it doesn't look like it. sumaiL is just bodying Topson. 27 for 8, 13 for 0.
I mean, once upon a time, sumaiL was the hottest mid around and the youngest one, and then Topson, you know, emerging from pub star status, sumaiL was once that person. But yeah, he had a haste rune to start that gank off, was able to finish it off, pick up a arcane rune. Although the TP from Notel, it didn't seem like EG were able to take too much advantage from that, but another movement.
Well, he may have overstepped the mark here. He's got one more bottle charge. He's running away, but a snowball's inbound. Here it comes. sumaiL, no, it doesn't actually quite reach him. Zeb, though, shockwave. He'll finish off the job. Moves over from the bottom lane, and sumaiL will die. Did take him sort of 3 heroes hanging around. At the same time, EG's going to make for a play up top. They're leading on to Ana with the shackles. Notel with a quick purge, removing any sort of curse and such, allowing Ana to stay at a healthy amount of HP. Will walk away, but that's a big kill on the mid, freeing up some space for Topson to start catching back up.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that much skin off of Seb's back. He was going around picking up bounty runes, and he was like, all right, you want to kill mid? I can do that. With 1 point in Shockwave, which he's been laning up against this Doom, maxing out in power as to be expected whenever you have a Phantom Assassin on your team, and they're going in top.
Yep, jumping onto crit, caught out of position in the river. OG will take down the Shaman. And overall, I mean, I feel like this sort of been the one man we haven't really talked about.
We got a Doom on Doom. I mean, okay, rip.
S4.
Nice.
Yeah, we weren't mentioning him, and he makes sure that he certainly gets a bit of screen time now. Diving in under the tower, S4 on his Doom. You can't leave him unnoticed. He's farming like a treat down here. 29 for 5, so is Seb. But Seb is dead, and S4 is not.
Yeah, Doom was spent, and it seems like the Magnus is primarily interested in helping out the farm acceleration. Even though he is level 6, doesn't feel interested in scaling out RP, so I don't really blame him for dying. Meanwhile, Fly is going to go down.
Yeah, Topson's starting to get a bit mobile around the map. Moves up towards the top lane. He has got that 6. Didn't need to use the Rolling Thunder for that move, but this is the point where the power of the mid Pango comes in. You hit that 6 at a good timing. You can do so much on this hero with just the skills. It's a lot of damage, a lot of control. You have to be ready, sure, EG, for these movements from the Pango. Down bottom, EG, they're going to make movements themselves, leading on to Seb. sumaiL's there with a follow-up done, and Seb, he's dead once again. As quick as he comes back to the lane, he's going to be sent back to base by EG.
Unfortunately, sumaiL only has 1 point in Edict right now, so I don't really know if they'll be able to convert this into a push, and it wasn't really timed with a siege creep. Crit is only level 3 on the Shaman, meanwhile mid lane, Fly is keeping the lane warm for sumaiL, who has picked up an Invis rune, and they may be able to do something if Topson goes a little bit too aggressive on Fly.
He's got the backup of the Oracle behind him, but even so, if they're quick with the plays, EG, they could get that kill. It's Topson. He's heading forward. He's going to go for the swashbuckle, but the curse kicks in. He does have Notel there, but there's, of course, nothing that a level 3 Oracle can do to save him from the damage output of these two heroes. Another kill for sumaiL onto Topson.
And all things considered, these int losses against a Silencer will start adding up. He's only been around for 2 kills, but the 7.21D nerfs to Pango bumped up the mana cost on his Rolling Thunder, and so whenever you get that 2-second shield crash and ball, you will run out of mana as a Pango. So you know, it's just minimal mana right now, but it'll start adding up.
Tier 1 tower taken 8 minutes in on the bottom lane. EG amping up the pressure that we expected from these heroes, but maybe not so in that fashion. Just, you know, S4 having that dominant lane down bottom. Sure, Seb was farming, but the fact that they killed off the Magnus twice, the edge is there for EG on that half of the map. S4's taken over. And once he starts to move around, make moves with the rest of the team, he's going to be a hard force to reckon with, this big old Doom.
Yeah, and same thing with the Leshrac. Right now, Pango is basically getting doubled in net worth by the Leshrac, so the mid lane has gone exceptionally well for sumaiL.
Topson.
He's rolling in.
Should find Fly here. A couple of bounces with the Rolling Thunder, and that'll be Fly gone. See if they can go for more. Doesn't want to go towards sumaiL. Has to be careful. S4's around, and S4 has Doom available. Jump down and a swashbuckle over to the other side of the river. Will get him out of harm's way. Notel, on the other hand, though, being controlled by Crit and sumaiL. Seb goes for the RP. Drags sumaiL underneath the tower with the skewer. That's going to be sumaiL dead. Notel, he's still alive at the moment. The Scorched Earth won't kill him off. He pops the Fairy Fire. He's fine. He walks out. Big rotations and reactions from OG, but it will allow them to kill off the Leshrac. sumaiL's gone, and they'll lose no one themselves.
And that's absolutely worth an RP at this stage of the game. This is not a kind of Magnus who needs to really create a lot of space. His job is to make sure that his Phantom Assassin constantly has power to take care of these stacked Ancients that On is farming right now underneath Blur. And if there's a situation to kill a core, you'd absolutely take advantage of it. So sumaiL steps a little bit too far up and gets punished for it.
On the bottom lane, Crit. Just trying to soak up some XP down here. You also see Artezy moving his way over to this half of the map, feeling that it's a little safer of a place to find farm here, down on the bottom lane with the tower already taken. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a kill onto the touch. There is backup by Jerax's side, but is it actually going to be here in time? There's the swashbuckle from Thompson. Sure, Jerax is dead, but Artezy's sort of been baited into this. Is there any help that can save him out? He has got one charges. There's no further TBs that are available to come in for him, so Artezy is left all by himself. He's doing his best to duke out the damage being thrown out. Skewer misses. Artezy giving them the walk around. He's got a TP available. He knows there's nothing to cancel it, and Artezy is out. Back to safety, back to base. And a well played indeed. Very much warranted there by Artur.
Yeah, he did not have Sunder available, so he just had to get out purely on his wits. Once the skewer went out, he knew there was nothing that could cancel it, which I'm a little bit surprised that Seb went for it, seeing as how, like, chances of Artezy being able to just walk out of that were slim, but maybe they thought, you know, I'll connect the skewer, then we'll be able to immediately finish him off, but some fancy footwork gets Artezy out of a near certain death. Amongst
all the chaos, though, Anna, he has kept himself at that top spot. Going for the treads, double Wraith Band into the Deso. He has that imperative reliance, so doesn't need to go for a Battle Fury. He needs to go for the damage. Has been caught out, though. Crit leads in, wards down, shackles are there. He's controlled. The PA Anna, no escape, gets one crit out. But it won't be enough to do anything in response to EG getting the catch upon him, and that's certainly the kill that EG's hunting for, as I say. The PA is the one at the top. If they can slow him down, they're going to make their game a whole lot easier, EG.
Yeah, now sumaiL has maxed out Edict. Unfortunately, Crit did have to spend the Serpent Wards on that, and so the objective-taking capabilities that we were hyping up of EG still have yet to really show themselves, but you know, pick off like a Phantom Assassin, you absolutely go for the Serpent Wards in that situation, and all the experience leeching that Crit has been doing in these side lanes has paid off.
See the setup around mid, Thompson and Anna. The trees. S4 the only one here, and there's going to be the ping out coming from Crit. Did ping out behind that tier 1 area, so aware that this sort of move and response would be there from OG, and he's bang on. They are hovering around the mid lane, and with that in mind, EG, they're going to look for a different angle of approach. They'll lead themselves away. Crit will move over to that more sacrificial position of soaking up the XP in the mid lane, because he knows that's the danger zone at the moment. That's where OG are going to look to make plays. If he can see himself there, pick up a few levels, Artezy can continue to hit the creeps in the jungle. EG's going to be happy with the pace that the game's at.
The only thing that gives me kind of pause is the fact that, so they did spend Serpent Wards, and the other support on the side of EG, the Fly Silencer, has global available, and they have not really tried to do anything with it. So it's possible that they're just hoping to use it for counter initiation as opposed to trying to find kills. But I think the assumption that you'll be able to outcarry OG may be, it's difficult to get a read on how good a Pango can go late game, but a Phantom Assassin with a Magnus farms really fast.
It's scary. There's always going to be that chance that the RNG's there, the crits come into play.
Exactly, but
and
then on the other side,
you get deleted.
I mean, they have faith though. Meanwhile, Thompson trying to go on Crit mid.
He's going to be turned around upon Crit. Shackles, Thompson will jump to the side. Global Silence comes out, but it's after the Rolling Thunder cast was successful. So he's already able to start rolling himself away, Thompson, and get himself out of harm's way. They'll look towards Notel very low. They should be able to chase him down. I don't think there's much that he can do to escape. He's got a lot of EG chasing him. The call has been made by
Fly get the kill.
As he wants to die. Artezy wants to take the last touch on that, get himself that extra bit of gold going on the Terrorblade.
No, Fly gets the end.
Certainly fine. He does. Fly stealing a little bit of Notel's brains 8 intelligence at the moment on this silencer. And no surprise there at all. sumaiL, with the start that he's had, an incredibly fast dual scepter timing.
Yeah, this is going to make setup so easy as they just straight up doom the Magnus.
Walking in past the tower. They're ready to go for this. The crits are there though onto S4. Ana did just pick up the Desolator before this fight, so you've got to watch out for this PA's damage output. Turning towards sumaiL.
Oh.
sumaiL getting critted down as well. Purged out of the Yule
purge.
Scepter. It's a double kill for Ana. They have lost Jerax on the side of OG, but a fantastic bit of timing there well, we just talked about the great timing on the Yules, but the fact that Ana has this Deso this early on, 14 minutes in, you've got to be careful going for these dives. Can you really blame EG? Probably not. They didn't really know or expect that he'd have that Desolator complete at that moment, but he did, and it allows him to get those 2 quick kills, move on to the mid-tower push, and indeed, I think that's about sort of the similar fastness that the Yule Scepter was from sumaiL in comparison to the average. 8 minutes and 12 faster than the average this patch. Ana and sumaiL, they're both going off. Who's going to come out on top? We'll see at the moment, though, off the back of that fight. Ana, he's jumped massively ahead in farm. 2k clearance above both Artezy and sumaiL. They're into the pit. OG, it's been scanned out by EG. Can EG put a stop to this?
Leshak wants to do something, but he's shard
It's
blocked
going so
out.
quickly.
Can't get in.
They've got it. There's nothing that EG can do to get there in time. So now Ana, he's got an Aegis as well. Ana is back in true form here.
And typically in this situation as a Phantom Assassin, you're like, all right, nice, we got a kill. If they didn't take Roche, then like let me farm up my BKB. Once he has an Aegis, they can start continuing to make moves. And against this Terrorblade, like if you're able to establish some vision inside the jungle and track down this Terrorblade, who is almost always going to be away from the rest of his team, then you can just cash out that Aegis for a kill. You don't need to make it a farming Aegis as a Phantom Assassin. Although it looks like Evil Geniuses wants to pressure the bot lane and create an issue there. They have a lot of vision in the southern jungle.
And the PA with these timings, you look at sort of the heroes that it's up against. It's not an easy life for pretty much any of the heroes on EG. If Ana pops the BKB, jumps in with the Deso, you're gonna die. Even the Terrorblade, sure, he's got a nice amount of armor. Your armor doesn't matter when you're getting critted for 5,000.
Yeah, the Empower just makes that X factor so much more severe as you see sumaiL. Another nice purge on the Yules.
He is getting hit down pretty low, but he has that Aegis, of course. He'll be back for round 2. We'll see if EG want to try and continue the fight. Crit's backing away. Shard's going to be thrown out in an attempt to try and catch someone. They won't do so, as EG is able to separate themselves from OG.
Now, if they're able to convert this into an objective because Global Silence has been spent, then OG's okay with it,
Sure,
like I said.
but OG has lost the Aegis then.
Right, but it was, like I said, intended to be more of a combat Aegis than like a let's make sure our Phantom Assassin stays safe kind of Aegis. You see them 5-manning constantly right now. Magnus has completed his Blink Dagger, so he's more than willing to initiate, especially now that he knows that he will basically be guaranteed to be able to get the Skewer combination after the RP now that Global's down. But unfortunately, they don't have that much vision on the side. Like I said, they really need to establish a lot of Radiant Vision in the Dire jungle, which they've been kind of effective at dewarding their own jungle, but it looks like EG are returning the favor yet again, and again, clearing out whatever No-Tail has. He places another Observer Ward in the exact same spot, and now No-Tail Fly gets out.
Yeah, Jerax not quite able to make the reach there with the shards. So even if he did, EG would still have been ready to turn, and in fact they are. S4, he's able to lead in immediately with the Doom. False Promise will be there, but Crit, he's able to hold back any sort of further help from No-Tail. Shackles and Disable allow them to kill off the Oracle, but No-Tail's selfless play will mean that the Pango is able to move away. Now OG, they can turn. Ana just turns, cuts down S4 in a matter of a couple of hits. They've got the punch up onto Artezy. Thompson, he's rolling in. Rolling Thunder won't connect. Ana's going to be there onto Artezy, but there's the Sunder. The turn. Artezy's still alive. Thompson's got to roll himself right out of his Swashbuckle as well, gets him away. But Ana will fall. Fly to take the kill, but Artezy to stay alive.
That's really surprising that Ana went for it. I think the only situation that you think that that's a viable move is if you were able to get the Lucky Shot Silence proc. But without that, like that's why I think like Pango was just putting out a feeler. He was like, yo, if I get a silence on this dude, let's go on it. He didn't get anything. He didn't even get the disarm, and Ana was like, nah, I'll get 2 lucky crits. It's all good. At this stage, it's a level 13 Terrorblade. He's definitely going to have Sunder at this stage, and Artezy gets one of the easiest kills of his life.
I think you pretty much sort of had the full wand as well. So
Yeah.
you have to certainly be careful when making those sort of jumps unless you feel very, very lucky. As you
I mean,
say,
maybe-
the lucky shot and with the
Right. It's possible that maybe like Seb was like, okay, I'll be able to get a blink RP, and maybe it got canceled somehow. That's really the only other justification that I have for that move. But yeah, Seb did not get to RP, so minor setback.
OG. To make a move happen. They know the crit's pushing out bottom, seemingly alone.
Oh, interesting. He went for Blink Dagger instead of Aether Lens first on this Shadow Shaman. It's possible that, you know, he just had a lot of gold and he was like, this is a better way.
Ooh, Notel's going to know the crit's it, with the wards being dropped as such.
Can crit blink out fast enough?
Yeah, he still doesn't quite vision. Now he does, but he crit instantly reacts. The blink, the TP, that's smooth.
Very smooth.
He's gone.
That's... Oh, we're gonna argue about percentages again. How much percent does Tier 1 tower go down? 706 out of 1900.
But that's out of 1900. That's a hard math.
Let's round it up to 2000.
Okay,
Okay, fine.
But a percent. Yeah, that's not happening.
No, I gotta bring out a calculator.
I'm not dividing by 100.
I'm doing tips at a restaurant. I ain't gotta do that.
I'm not paid for that. They got to pay me extra to do the maths. 20 minutes coming up. 11 to 12. 1K lead for EG. Definitely the close spectacle that we'd hoped for in this early stage of the game. We did see, as I say earlier, Ana start to lead ahead, but that sort of played down bottom where Ana ends up dying. Shows how volatile the game is. Artezy, he's able to match the farm, keep the pace. He's level with Ana's PA.
Yeah, and
he's Terrorblade. And this is always going to happen, right? You make one sort of slip up against the Terrorblade, especially an Artezy Terrorblade. He's going to do so much with that time and sort of space you give him after a failed misplay.
True, but a lot of times a one position will be like, it's okay, my two will be able to like make use of this space. But Thompson is going utility, which I'm typically a fan of this build. It's just that I fear after the game goes 30 minutes and, you know, EG starts getting armor on their team, then where is the damage really coming from? There is basically no magic damage on the side of OG. And Terrorblade walks out with, he has 27 armor right now, just cruising along. He's looking for a butterfly. He's going to have evasion to mitigate even more of Phantom Assassin's damage as now Pango up in the top.
I mean, Thompson trying to cut the wave deep behind this tier 2. I mean, I feel like that's sort of a position and a play that you'd expect if you're a sort of a 4 or a 5
right.
or maybe even a 3, but that's your mid laner.
Exactly.
Just dying behind the tower alone.
And again, a hero who has built utility, he managed to complete the Greaves, and Greaves is not a solo item, Greaves is a team fight item. And now they find Ana in the bot lane, basically isolated. Yule's setup.
Yeah, there's the follow-up stun from sumaiL. Ana, he'll jump to the side. He has got that to try and move away, but he's dead. And now Notel, he's walked into a bit of a danger zone as well. The silence comes out, and Notel's gone. Double kill for sumaiL. S4's not done. Leads in Infernal Blade down into Jerax.
Nice
Does have
snowball.
the ability to snowball down to the creeps on the low ground. And that should be enough to get him away. S4 doesn't want to jump in any further. They'll let that one slide, but still EG quick to pounce onto the two of them. And interesting decisions as well. We see, well, obviously Artezy going for the SMY on the Terrorblade, but that, you know, that's fair enough. We're seeing that, but the fact that Ana, he was queuing up the BKB, but decided to finish off the SMY before getting the BKB. And in a game against heroes like the Leshrac, like the Silencer, sure, you have got the backup of the Oracle, but still, you get caught out by that Yule's into splitter combination, you're probably going to die if the Terrorblade's around.
Yeah, Notel basically needs to stay handcuffed to Ana at this stage, because Fortune's End being able to get rid of these Yule Scepter setups and obviously the False Promise, assuming he's able to outplay the Silence. So in the previous series, we saw an Oracle outplay Silencer by pre-channeling the Fortune's End on himself whenever his team initiates, and then obviously Silencer immediately pops the Global, which cuts off the channel, purges off your silence on the Oracle, and then you can start false promising people. It's not as easy because OG have not really been doing that much initiation. Seb has had this Blink Dagger on Magnus for quite a while, and we have not seen a Blink RP.
I mean, maybe things will change here. They're moving up with the smoke, but it is only Crit. Crit, he's already well out of this position, so OG won't find anyone up here for now. Space is made. Crit continuing to pick up a nice bit of farm up and down the lanes as he pushes them out. Having the Ether Lens complete on the Shaman as well. This is a lot of catch and long-range disable from the Shaman. With these sort of heroes that you're jumping in with, as I say, especially Ana's PA, who did forego getting the BKB for a little bit. He will obviously have it eventually. But having the SMY first, you have to be worried about that instant disable. And as you say, if Notel is not prepared to make the saves, your cores are going to die on OG.
Yeah, especially whenever you have this lack of vision that they have. Like, right now, OG have no wards on the map. And part of that may be a product of good counter warding, but like that's not a good place to be.
And we can see where Anna's build as well, so he's not even queuing up the BKB. He's going for the MKB. So full in
faith.
Full in trust on No-Tail to make sure that he is safe to do the dirty work with the Deso and the MKB in the fights. There's not going to be a BKB in this PA for now. Mid lane. They've got the catch. In they go on to Thompson. There's no backup nearby. And again, Thompson stepping pretty far forward and away from his teammates. Will be punished with ease by EG. Anna as well. He does take the tower, but he is alone. TP's are going to come in. Anna does go for the TP. Can sumaiL find him with the Yules? Does not find him in time. Anna will escape. Gets away with taking the tier 2 tower. He's sort of risky on the edge plays, but these are the plays that we've seen Anna pull off many times before, and he gets away with a lot of them. He knows when to make those moves.
On an individual basis, all these OG players seem to know when to make the moves, but as a team, they just don't seem very connected right now. Like, Thompson's all over the place randomly mid lane.
Silence is going to come out, making sure that there's no help for Seb. Seb is gone. As you say, it's 24 minutes in, and it really is a game where he's not been able to do anything with the blink. No-Tail will be found as well. sumaiL getting the vision. Your Scepter up. No TP for you. EG starting to turn up the pressure, turn up the action, getting these kills after kills, moving into objectives. Mid lane, in they go. S4 leading forward. Jerax has got a snowball. Thompson rolling thunders into a wall. He will now be able to get the roll around background. It's quite a good one as well. Crit and S4 very low at the moment. A Doom will be laid down onto Anna, but they've lost 2 heroes on EG. Is EG allowed to be careful? They've still got 2 down on OG. Artezy's got a little bit of time left with the Metamorphosis. But OG, they will push them back. Not before the tier 3 tower goes, though. So EG, even though they lose 2, they open up those shrines for taking, and they keep that lead.
Yeah, I guess maybe EG weren't 100% sure what the buyback situation was. If Magnus could buy back, then that would have been catastrophic for them. So they pushed the limit just barely enough, able to claim that tier 3. But signs of life coming from OG if they're able to defend like that. And finally, Pango Thompson is able to hang out and do something with his team, get a Rolling Thunder in a team fight situation. And that's, I think that's what OG need to stick to. They just need to stick to 5-manning, because they keep trying to rotate, look for picks, but if you don't have any vision, you're just running around headless. You're better off forcing the team to come to you, which is hard whenever EG are as good at pushing as they are with the Shadow Shaman Serpent Wards, Leshrax Edict, and terribly Metamorphosis. It's hard to dictate where the enemy team will be forced to go, as you see like right now Artezy just casually push to the high ground, and no one from OG are defending that, but Anna's going to take down Fly.
We'll find Fly pushing out lane alone. You know, the fact that Artezy with this incredibly quick butterfly timing, as we saw just being shown on the screen. And also worth noting, it's looking to be another flawless game so far from Artezy. Has not died at all on the Terrorblade. OG going for the Roche. They got away with this last time. Once again, EG will scan it.
Out.
But in terms of getting there quick enough,
it's
not going to be possible. OG find the Roshan with no contest.
I mean, basically the entire time this Terrorblade illusion was killing bot tier 3.
And he gets it.
And he gets it with a siege creep. So at that point, you're like, no one has defended this yet. And then you're like, Roche is probably going to go down. There's no point trying to challenge it at this point. So.
And let's be honest, last time OG with the Aegis, they didn't get a whole lot done.
Right.
We'll see if having a cheese on top of it makes any difference.
Yeah, they'll hand that to Thompson. He'll be able to stick around longer with that Greaves aura. But I mean, time is ticking.
And even though EG, they are ahead, they've broken the tier 3s, they do have the net worth lead, you could definitely, Anna is getting away with this build. He has the MKB, he's now got 1300, he will now queue up the BKB. So if he gets this BKB after having, you know, the Deso and the MKB, these 2 damage items, it's going to be scary, because he absolutely is at a point where he will delete these heroes. You can see builds from the cores of EG responding to this. sumaiL going for the Shiva's Guard, making sure he has that extra armor and protection. I see how's he doing on that Shiva's Guard when at the moment on the Leshrax. I saw he had it queued up.
Yeah, he's working his way. So he's about to have the Mystic Staff.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Yeah.
He's pretty close to having this.
But that's the thing, like Anna is getting away with this build.
He is.
But like I said, the armor is going to start adding up, and then who are you going to delete? Like the Shaman has an Aether Lens and a Blink. You're going to really catch that guy? And Doom just inherently such a tanky hero. Actually, surprisingly, did not go for the evasion on the Doom. He went for the Devour bonus gold. But, you know, he built a plate mail, so he has his own armor going on right now. The lack of damage coming out from the rest of OG, like, yes, Anna can get away with the build, but can the rest of OG get away with Anna's build? It's now bot lane. You see a bump into the Artezy.
So they can go for this. Artezy doesn't have anyone nearby. He does have a global silence. That'll allow Artezy to get off the Sunder, but there's the damage. There's the 1100 damage crit from Ana. Will be there. Artezy taken down for the first time this game, and it certainly shows in the gold. A nice bonus for Thompson picked up for that.
And EG's going to have to defend this tier 3 because they will keep going. They still have Aegis on Ana. They still have Cheese on Thompson. And I don't think EG wins this race.
I mean, it's hard, yeah, because EG, they don't have global silence. And if the Terrorblade wants to join in, Artezy's going to have to expend a buyback. So sumaiL doing his
and
best,
as
you say, with the split push.
He cashed out meta, so...
How do EG slow this down? Are they able to stop this push at all? That's the question. Tier 3's gone. OG know they can stick around to take
They're
Rax.
racing it. Shaman dropped the wards mid. Leshrax pushing top.
They're trying their best for the split trades. We'll see how much they can get from it, EG, as OG will take the bottom Rax. EG, how much can they get in return? Crit's been able to pull down the melee Rax to about half health, but now he's jumped upon. They'll take away Crit. They'll be able to take away the wards as well. Back down bottom. Chases on as S4 looks towards NoTail. NoTail will be focused by S4 and Fly. Thompson tries for the swashbuckle, won't find the connection onto Fly. So S4, sumaiL and Fly will continue to surround NoTail. Rolling Thunder comes in from Thompson. It is keeping NoTail safe. Thompson rolls in very deep though, will be doomed by S4. S4 pops the drums, starts
Oracle
to chase down.
has his false promise.
He can keep this Thompson Pango pretty safe, and now they'll turn. Ana and Sep, they've moved up the mid, the jumps are on, and Jerax is there on the backlines on top of Fly as well. EG have lost 3. OG keep the Rax alive, get the lanes pushed back out, get the kills, and take that bottom melee Rax. The game in net worth back to pretty much even, 18-18 at 30 minutes in. And OG, their Rax up.
The moment these carry players stray from the flock and they're off on their own, things start spiraling out of control. Ana died bot a while ago, and EG were able to get a whole lot of damage done to objectives. Here, Artezy gets caught out, and as a result, Rax goes down. And
now mid lane.
The mid lane.
They're losing more.
It's spiraling out.
EG, they're going to have the full roster back up in 10, but it's not going to be before these Rax are gone. OG pushing on. Ana getting away, as we say, with this high damage build, not going for the BKB and being able to get the Deso. The MKB, he hurts. Not only against heroes, against structures as well. It's another tier 3 tower taken. They're going to look to fight EG. Jump in, global silence, immediately focusing down the PA. Ana's gone. That's going to be NoTail out of the game as well. NoTail's going to buy back TP over to the shrine. Can he get it to help them though? Ana taking a heavy amount of damage from the Glaze, will jump down to the low ground. Thompson, he's still on the front lines, tries for a swashbuckle onto sumaiL, but he totally misses the shot. sumaiL and Fly turn towards him. Artezy, he's cleaned up Ana. They're still looking to finish off this Pango. Thompson, he might be able to get sumaiL. No, the swashbuckle again. The angle's slightly off. Meanwhile, Artezy, he's just killing fools on the backline. Thompson finally should fall as S4 jumps in. EG, this time, they'll take the fight. They'll get the kills. And Artezy, he'll get a big-ass paycheck. He got a lot of money from that one. Give him another.
Give him a bonus. This is his Christmas bonus right there.
There we have it. Artezy, you don't mess with the Artor Terrorblade. You kill him once, he'll make sure that he kills you again and again and again and again and again.
Thompson was trying to fall on the sword there. He was like, it's okay, guys. I will take it. Artezy did not take the bait. He very, very deftly sidestepped some Rolling Thunders and was like, I don't need to deal with you. I'll let Leshrax deal with you. I'm going to kill the rest of your team. Proceeded to mow down the Magnus and the Phantom Assassin. Tusk end up getting caught out by a Yule's initiation. And EG are just going to return the favor now.
It's EG's turn to put OG in the hot seat. Down the mid lane, they go. Serpent Ward's down. The Edict's out. They'll take the mid melee Rax.
Yeah, TB did not have meta anymore, so he was just going to chill out and farm. But they take a full set of Rax, which they're still objectively down. They're down 2 Raxes, whereas OG have only lost this 1 Rax. But it's only 30 minutes into the game, even though it feels much later. These carries still have a lot of room to grow of Leshrax and Terrorblade, and hell, even like Doom, these 4 positions.
It's a crazy game. A game where, you see a minute ago, it's like, okay, OG, they're taking 2 Rax. It's all golden for them, but suddenly, EG strike back. Artezy gets back on track himself.
And he's looking for a Satanic now.
That'll do it.
That'll
make him, good luck trying to kill him again. Sure, you may be able to end the game around him, but killing the Terrorblade won't be too easy.
No, it's really only Ana who can do it. Who hasn't completed a BKB now.
Yeah.
It is a 10-second BKB, so he has a solution for this Leshrax.
Could be the game-ending BKB as well if they find the fight with it.
But yet again, No-Tail's really going to have his work cut out for himself.
Thompson, he's going to walk in. He's going to be immediately doomed upon the global silence out as well. They're onto the Pango. Thompson's out of the fight. Ana pots the BKB. He's going to try and commit onto Artezy on the side. Crit holding back Seb. Snowball will be there from Jerax. The Sunder though brings S4 low. sumaiL finds the Oracle on the backlines. Thompson has brought back Artezy. He's still alive. Can they get him back to safety? He's backing away. The disables are there. Crit turns. They've got the lockdown onto Ana after the BKB ends. The PA is dead and gone. They're looking for more. sumaiL's trying for Jerax. Jerax will get himself away under the cover of the invis, and Seb TP's out. sumaiL's still hunting. Can he find anyone who's a little low on mana, and Jerax will be able to get himself out of there. But that's 2 buybacks being used by OG, both Thompson and Ana buying back. They were not able to get themselves in a situation where they could keep the fight going in EG's base. Artezy staying alive on very, very low health.
And with no metamorphosis spent. So he's ready to start taking some objectives if the opportunity shows itself.
This is a scary time for OG.
Roche has potential to respawn in 20 seconds. We'll see if EG are going to wait out for that. But, I mean, now that you have 2 buybacks off on the table, OG have to play so carefully now.
They do. You got to watch out. Artezy and the gang ready to go.
Roche, let's see.
Should be still a bit of time left on that, right?
Well, potential respawn. Okay, so it's a late Roche.
2.5 minutes. Still, though, crucial to remember that 2.5 minutes. That's still going to be what when there's at least a couple of minutes left on the buybacks off OG.
Exactly.
If you get that Roche as EG and you're able to push him with Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard, yep. I mean, you're probably what you give the Refresher Shard to the TB or the Shaman. It's a hard bet.
Yeah, that
Double
is hard,
wards
actually.
is nice, but also having the fact of that extra duration of the medic.
Since I think it'll be a game-ending Refresher Shard, I think they would just give it to the Shadow Shaman. And Shards S4 is getting chased down.
They've found him. Tops is in with the Rolling Thunder. S4 surely will go down here. Ana jumps in. The Doom is dead. Has buyback. But these kills as well around this time, around this upcoming 2 minutes where Roshan could be.
EG has no idea what Roche status is.
This Roshan, it's the hot one. The last 2, they didn't seem to do anything crazy. Well, I guess no, the second one did allow them to clean up those 2 racks, which was pretty big. They get a third one. Who knows what's going to happen?
They see Ana prowling around on the map, so they're pretty positive that there's no Roche being taken right now. But the second he goes out of vision, then maybe he's blurred and trying to kill one of you. But Ana's going to take down this top shrine, start planning to take care of this Roche. Although OG's top shrine has also been taken, so both teams just on a precipice right now. Slight 7k net worth advantage for EG, but that's near irrelevant at this stage. It's all about who gets the initiation.
All about which team's able to delete a member of the others before the fight fully begins. EG, Artezy, scouting things out, sending the illusion forward, getting the info required. I mean, they know that OG's hovering around that pit. That's the point of the map that everybody's interested in right now.
I see Ana having to defend this bot lane. Does not have Blur available, so he's just going to have to show himself. And now EG is starting to take over the southern jungle.
So that shrine down bottom that EG are yet to take away. Basher. It's been picked up here by Ana, so that extra sort of chance of catching out the Terrorblade, catching out Artezy. He has to be prepared to Sunder maybe a little earlier than he would do before, because one bash comes in and he could be gone.
Thompson causing some pressure in the top lane. That is the last racks remaining for EG, so they need to be very, very careful about not letting that get out of control. There's 2 siege creeps up there also, and so right now, which Roche is about to respawn, if OG were aware and been able to force a fight, those siege creeps may have just been able to quietly get themselves a Roche, but sumaiL's going to defend it. And immediately backs off. He doesn't even stick around to finish it off because this Roche is so delicate. It's now initiation from the Tusk.
Jerax, he's going in straight away. Ana also coming in for this as well. Has to be careful. The global silence, the Hex is down to Ana. The Shackles as well. There's no save from Ana's dead without buyback. Gone for 110 seconds. The quick plays from the supports of EG. Crit and fly, the global, the disable, the PA is gone. A huge window now for EG to operate with, and they've also found Thompson. They've also found No-Tail. Artezy able to chase him down. This is 3 heroes dead on OG, none of them with buyback. Roshan has respawned. And in the mid lane as well, Seb tries to desperately force the wave away, but they're all dead. Artezy, he knows they're not coming back in for this. He's ready to shut down the game. He's ready to move on to another. You only killed him the once this game. As I said, you're not killing him again, and they certainly didn't. 14-1-4. Artezy hitting the tier 4s. They might as well call it now. it's game over.
It's game
Nothing
over.
that Jerax can do to hold back a full lineup of EG, and there it is. GG is called as Evil Geniuses take game 1 of this best of 3 against OG.
Hana made some very, very peculiar initiations, and I again, like, I don't know if that was his responsibility